Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. Happy Friday. The weekend is almost here. Yesterday, we went over the Master Game variant of Ojamas for this April. And let's talk over some of the interactions and let's get a couple test hands out of the way. This one's more of a control deck, so it is what it is. First thing you guys need to know is we do need to be playing the original guys because we do want to play all of the extra deck monsters, which means we do want to play the king at some point. So when we're talking about that, the king will require all three of the original names. Ojama Knight requires just generically any two Ojamas, can even be the same one. And then we also run the Emperor in this build. And the Emperor requires three beasts. One has to be an Ojama, but might as well make it all three, right? Just play it right. So again, we're going to run these guys. We're going to run them as sets of two, not full play sets this time around. Just because we kind of consistently get these guys no matter what we do with this build. So it is cool. Additionally, we did maximize blue and pink. Blue and pink are both very good. Pink says that whenever you get it discarded or goes from field to grave, both players draw one, drop one. And then additionally, if the card that you discarded was an Ojama card, then you could choose an opponent's unused monster zone, collapse that until the end of their next turn. And blue, if it gets destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, allows us to tutor any two Ojama cards from deck to hand. I keep wanting to say discard. So blue and pink, probably the most relevant effect Ojamas in the main deck. That's not to say the red isn't good. It just means red got outclassed this build. We still run one. When he's normal summoned, you can special summon up to 4 others from your hand in attack mode. So again, he's still relevant. He's still a possibility. He's still a good card. But he did get outclassed. Who outclassed him? The Rescue Cat. Again, when we're just going into small like Xyz plays, and again, we ran a ton of Xyz monsters. We had Gachi, we had Herald, 2 Malphys, Raccoon, Dark Mist, and the Cursed Javelin. The cat was all you needed. The cat allows us to play any 2 of our cards. And again, if we're going to go into like a link play or whatever, we can go into pink and we can actually go into a draw drop and start triggering effects that way as well. So, Rescue Cat really stepping up to the plate. Although maybe that doesn't work. I didn't use it that way. I always went for the normal guys because I kept going into fusion and trying to save these guys. Maybe it doesn't work because of the Rescue Cat's ability to negate the effect, but I don't know if that effect chases it to the discard pile. So maybe not. I didn't play it that way, so I'm not sure. One of the biggest interactions with this deck is going to be either Ojama Country discarding the Ojama Magic, or again, pink discarding the Magic. So if we discard Ojama, we play Ojama Country, we discard pink, then we could draw and drop, and then if we discard the Magic, then of course we can additionally draw into these guys while collapsing a zone. So there's like a sort of like a semi-extension there. But Country also resurrecting a card back could get us back into blue or red or whatever. While Ojama Magic will get us the original trio. So there's a ton of ways for you to just continually bounce up and get everything. And then Country, of course, is going to cause a stat flip whenever Ojama monster happens to be on the field. So all of these guys will stat flip. All your opponent's monsters will stat flip. Hopefully yours beat your opponents. And that should get better when we get into the fusion game. And then outside of that, like the other 2 cards that really mattered here was like Ojama Duo did a bunch of good stuff. It helps us further our lock. So if our opponent, it just happens to be unfortunate enough for us to start with King, and then we could set our Ojama Duo. We're looking at already having collapsed 3 zones, and then being able to fill the last 2 does make it a lot harder to come back from. Not saying that, Geki wouldn't immediately free it up, but Geki feels like an overextension when you're going after just a king. Again, Dark Hole could do it. Again, kind of feels like an overextension, but at least you'll be offing 3 things and freeing up your entire side of the field. There are other ways out of it, but it is kind of hurtful to see Duo do that. Additionally, if Duo is already in the discard pile, and it is an Ojama card, so we can discard this from our hand for the Country effect. We discard it from our hand for Pink's effect. We can still load it into the discard pile that way. When it is, during either player's turn except the turn it's sent to the graveyard, then you can banish it later. Special summon 2 Ojamas with different names from the deck. So again, we can special summon to our own side. Again, that kind of makes red just a little less necessary when we have all these other effects that are really doing his job for us. And then the last card was King of the Swamp. Again, when we are playing the King, King does require specific names. Maybe you only had 2 out of the 3. Maybe you weren't lucky enough to get your Ojamagic. Maybe you don't have a way to offboard your Ojamagic yet. King of the Swamp is there. He's there to help you. He's going to count as either one of the names, one of the original names, yellow, green, or black. I'm sorry, I get the color wheel spinning in my head right now. Or he can be discarded to add polymerization from our deck to our hand. So he's going to be running a bit of a double duty. And then one other thing, just another reference to the duo. I was running 2 copies Foolish Burial Goods. Just allows us to push that out of our deck faster in order to get into the effect a little quicker. But again, it is what it is. That's just the way that this deck was. It was submitted to me. They did want to remain anonymous. Still, super shout out, super thanks to you, Anonymous, for doing that. Because, again, you didn't have to. I just thought it was funny. Somebody asked for a Speed Duel Ojama deck, and then somebody else just emails me an Ojama deck, which is fun. So, again, just slight mods to their build. And one of those was like First of the Dragons because it's just fun. So let's get in a couple of test hands and then we will do the things. And then you guys can go back to having an excellent week, hopefully. So let's give it a couple more. 1, 2, 3. Let's go a halvesy. Let's go 3/4. Let's go a halvesy. Let's smash and half. All right, let's go first. So going first, we're going to start off with blue, which is great because we're just going to set them. Metaverse, which is great. We're just going to set it. Polymerization, which is great. We're going to hold it. Pink, we're going to hold it. Ojamagic, we're going to hold it. Or you can set it. It doesn't matter if we're being 100%, guys. I'm going to hold it, and I'll tell you why. Because when blue gets destroyed, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab Country Red, and I'm going to be able to discard the Ojamagic to resurrect the blue. Gain the other 3, play the red, and then board swarm. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let's just say, boom, boom. There's your turn 1. Those are considered face down. They are face up right now. The dogs are spazzing out a little bit. So I think my wife is home. And so hi, Celestial. Thanks for all the noise. That'll be turn 1. Turn 2, you'll draw. You'll get a yellow. That's fine. But you probably wouldn't get the yellow because you probably would have killed the blue. So real quick, let's play it out like I said. Let's grab the country. Let's try to find that 1 of red. That 1 of red. That 1, there it is. And then shuffle up. That is distracting. So again, I do apologize for all the dog barks, but they just get very excited to see my wife. I guarantee you, I'm not their favorite person. I only buy the food. That seems to be it. I buy the food, I throw the ball, and I give the ear pats. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's smash. Let's go half, and then let's draw for turn. Solemn Judgment is very welcome. Again, we probably didn't even need the Ojamagic or the Oja Country. It's whatever with the verse. You can do whatever you wanted to. So you're sitting with a very cool hand. And again, you play your country. It's fine. Boff the Ojamagic. Summon blue. Ojamagic tag in. 1 each. Grab black. Grab yellow, grab green. Very good. And this is kind of unfortunate because the last time I really, really wanted to play my Ojama Delta Hurricane. And now we're sitting with the deck that doesn't actually have the Ojama Delta Hurricane, which is, it's fine, guys. It is, but just kind of a little depressing. And then what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to summon red and just pop 3 of those guys to board real quick. So again, we shuffled that up just fine. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Still got these 3 in hand. What can you do to increase your board position? Well, you guys can make a choice. So I'm not going to do a secondary test hand because of how great this one turned out. So we can fuse into First of the Dragons. Doesn't matter. Boom, boom. Just a quick 1-2. Doesn't even matter. If you wanted that. He'll be 2,000 instead of 2,700. That is what it is. You could summon into your Ojama Emperor. Boom, boom, boom. Real quick. Get a 3K. Okay. So here's your 3,000. And then you can polymerization into our Ojama Knight. Boom, boom. That'll give us 5,500 on board. And then Ojama Emperor can bring back one of the other Ojamas. And again, at this point, you might as well choose blue. Red will not get its effect again. So that is a play. You could also, rather than fusing the 2 that are on the field, fuse the pink. After activating Metaverse, you can add an Ojama Country to your hand. In order to collapse an additional zone, you could still get a triple collapse, but you could still draw one. Potentially get into another card. That's a fine play. But yeah, just anything in your extra deck becomes playable. And it's all dependent on how you want to play it out. Because again, you could turn this Metaverse into an Ojama Country, which then becomes an Ojama card, which means that you can get the extension. And if we do just draw, then we would get a duo. Again, you could just kind of let that duo go into the discard pile, and then you'd be able to summon 2 more out of your deck in another turn, which is still fine. There are a ton of plays, guys. I don't want to tell you which way to go. It is what it is, and that wasn't a bad hand, so I really am probably just going to say, like, you could just do this, and then have that with your knight and another card. So that could be an okay hand. And again, you have Solemn Judgment. You have, like, technically 3 zones blocked up because you'll have the pink effect going on. Because you would have done one of the vanilla guys in order to go to Emperor. You would have been able to bop the pink and one of the other vanilla guys into the knight. And then you would still be able to have 1 resurrection. So actually you would have 4 Ojamas on the field. Very cool play. But that's it. That's really what this deck specializes in. It's just putting your opponent at a biggest disadvantage possible and then enjoying yourself with these crazy cool looking characters. So just real quick, let me do the things. Let me thank you guys for stopping by. It means a lot. Again, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you haven't seen the full deck profile, that was uploaded yesterday. Go check it out. If you guys want to check out the common charity one, that's a couple days old now. You guys can go check out that one. Stop by again Sunday if you want the speed duel variant. So that is still coming up. And guys, do all of the things. Subscribe if you want to. We appreciate it. Hit the notifications if you want to keep up with this channel a little more often. Let your friends know about the channel. Help us grow. We did just recently break 1,500 subs, which is amazing. And guys, just most importantly, if you don't do any of the rest, do this. Have a wonderful day and go make it about you the rest of today, okay? You guys have a great day, and I hope that you guys have a great weekend as well. See you later.